Bell, you can hit us up. Aaron Boone joins us at 9:10 Eastern. Former Bears center Olin Kreutz said he wanted to punch Aaron Rodgers in the face for the "I still own you" comment. He was real about it too. He was like, it might be true. I still want to hit him in the face. All right.
I'll tell Olin, pick on somebody your own size.
Here's Rodgers' response on the Pat McAfee show yesterday.
Look, I think that is to say, and I don't know Olin, and I respect him. He played in the league for a long time, but are we getting that soft as a society that we can't have work now? I mean, somebody can pay for a ticket and say whatever the hell they want, which I think they should be able to. That's fine. But the one time you say something back to them, that gets caught on it, that gets caught on hot mic, which, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that gets said from time to time. Now it's that, I've disrespected, an entire city and organization and my own organization.
Yeah, I don't think Olin Kreutz, and I know Olin pretty well, I don't think he meant it as he was going to physically attack him. He just tongue-in-cheek and saying he'd like to punch Aaron Rodgers in the face. Jay, it's a whole lot of people you like to punch in the face, right? I mean, but you're not going to punch him in the face. I mean, it's just, how you see people say he has a punchable face. That's just, it's tongue-in-cheek. It's long-time Chicago Bear against all-time Green Bay Packer, long-time Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Famers, and it's that tongue-in-cheek back and forward.
That's something you say as a former player for your fan base.
Yeah.
Because you want your fan base to recognize that you're not just going to come into our home and disrespect us by talking trash. Even though everybody talks trash to each other all the time, it's something you do to get behind your fan base.
It's not, first of all, when Aaron Rodgers says, are we getting that soft as a society? I think it's just the opposite. And Kreutz sounded like he meant it to me. Not that he was literally going to do it. He was talking about how he felt, right? If you're a Bears fan, he's doing it for the fans. If you're a Bears fan, he gave it up. He said, it might be true. Yeah, he's 22-5 against us. Right? Yeah, he owns us, right? The fact that he said it is still, I take that a certain kind of way. And for Bears fans who don't have a lot to be proud about against Aaron Rodgers, he's like, you know what? But we still got pride. And if you're a Bears fan, you live that through him.
But you tell people all the time, like, I own you. Like, I literally own the Miami Dolphins. Like, every time I see y'all, I abuse y'all. And that's just tongue-in-cheek football. And he's, again, like you said, Jay, he's catering to the fan base.
Yes.
And Olin knows what he's doing. He's smart. He ain't punching no damn Aaron Rodgers.
No, he said it with some feeling. Though.
Yeah, but he's not doing that. That's sports talk radio.
But I don't take him literally either, except that he feels like doing it. And he's expressing what the Bears fans are feeling. He's like, yeah.
No question. I'm gonna feel like punching somebody from Notre Dame after this weekend, I'm sure.
It does make it interesting, though, the next time these two teams match up, how some players will feel if they get a chance to hit Aaron Rodgers, right? Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, these type of things, when you hear things like this come out after games, players have bulletin board material. They mark down things now to get them motivated for certain games.
Mentally, you do. That's just like when Logan Wilson's talking about, attacking or not attacking, but talking about Lamar Jackson being a running back, playing quarterback. Lamar has filed that in his mental.
Yeah, there you go.
Did he go
all day?
Did he just go let you know? I mean, they're going to figure out what to do. That's all.
Come on, man. We petty now. People try to act like they're very bravado and, hey, I got all the confidence in the world, but we petty.
Yeah, but
we're petty.
You 22-5. You should just give Aaron Rodgers the pink slip to the building.
22-5. Could you imagine you draft a quarterback and you have a divisional rival? You know in advance he's going to be 22-5 against that. By the way, he's 18-5 against Detroit. And his worst record, I looked this up yesterday, his worst record is 15-9-1, and that's the Vikings. The Vikings at least are just getting beaten pretty bad. 15-9-1 is a bad record, right? I mean, it's a good record against that other team.
I'm trying to think. The Vikings had good teams early in Aaron Rodgers' career when he took over. Yeah. They still had AP. What you say, Evan? Yeah, they had Favre. So they still they were
and Zimmer.
Good.
Remember he was given credit for the defense figured out. 15-9-1. But when you add it all up, Rodgers in a weak division, really, he owns the whole division. Not just
that's a weak division.
Yeah.
I mean, think about You want to do some math? Pull up Tom Brady's 20 years in the AFC East.
100%. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady might be something like 109.
Because you're talking about the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Bills. They're for 20 years, here and there was an okay quarterback in that division. Here and bad run.
I don't think now that I'm thinking about it, I can't remember Tom Brady ever being swept by any team in that division. He lost to the Jets once. He'll lose to the Dolphins once. The Bills might have clipped him once, but I don't remember losing like 2 to the Dolphins or 2 to the Bills. I don't remember that.
Can I just bring up a quick point? Because the last part of what he said was fascinating to me because I find that in sports, we saw it a little bit with the Mets this year. Granted, it was with their own fan base. But the last part he said is like when these athletes are screamed at by fans all game, every single week, then when they respond by saying, I still own you, becomes like this incredible story filled with vitriol from people. We hate you, blah, blah. I'm like, same people that scream absurd-ass things at you all day.
Like, you know what this dude just said about my mom?
I still own you, and now you're angry about it? Get out of
But
here.
the fans didn't really, I don't think the fans was really saying anything. They was just Olin brought it up. I don't think the fans was really
you can imagine.
The fans gave him the double bird.
Yes.
That's why he yelled, I still own you. They gave him the double bird.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
had
I
a North
understand.
Carolina grandma give me the double bird with her daughter there in a North Carolina, like,
I got
cheerleading
Did you
outfit.
deserve it?
What? Did
Yeah,
I
he
deserve it?
probably
Yeah,
did.
because I own North Carolina.
You should have heard.
I own North Carolina when I played at Duke. That's how I felt about it.
The chants in the bleachers in Yankee
I got
Stadium in the
something for you here,
70s
Jay.
and 80s with like kids, like adults with their children, and the children are listening to what's coming out of their parents' mouths. They're just like, that's my dad, that's my
Be
mom.
a good role model.
All right, look. So Rodgers, like we just mentioned, Brady in the AFC East for years. All he had, they had a bye in the first round. They had a home playoff game in the second round. As soon as they won that, they're in the AFC Championship. It really helped Brady out. Rodgers is in a division, maybe not as weak as that for years, but a pretty weak division that he owns. So the question is this. Brady leaves the Patriots. Now that division's wide open, the AFC East, right? But if Rodgers leaves the NFC North, as many predict, who benefits the most? Which team?
I would probably think Chicago right now. I would think maybe Chicago right now, right? Because I don't know if Zim is going to be there with Kirk Cousins long term. But I think when you look at Matt Nagy, who will probably get an extension at the end of the year, sorry, Jay, and along with the young quarterback of Justin Fields, then yeah. And now think about it. Tom Brady has never lost to a division opponent being swept until last year. The New Orleans Saints did him in twice. Other than that, in his career, nobody's gotten him twice in the AFC East.
But then remember, Brady got the Saints in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, Brady got him in the playoffs.
He's never not beaten a team he's played like at least twice in his division in a season.
But that's not fair,
the issue is not Tom Brady. The issue is the AFC East. It was so weak for so long.
It was weak, but at the same time, the issue is Tom Brady because you can't beat him.
No, right. Of course, Brady and Rodgers are super great, and they were in weak divisions. I totally agree that the Bears benefit most guys. Think if you're a Bears fan. And this dude is 22-5 against you. And not only do you have good reason to believe he's leaving the division, but you draft a quarterback who falls to 11, make a draft day deal, grab him. You've looked pretty good, and he doesn't even know what he's doing yet, and you've already looked pretty good, and Rodgers might leave this is Christmas come early for the Bears.
Is this not Christmas comes early for Minnesota and the Vikings? Like, I know every time I'm on this show, and everybody does this, even Evan.
Well, that's every day.
Yes, that is every day. Fair. Wow.
Every time.
But every time I'm on this show.
Welcome, Jay Williams.
I would think that's every day.
Clip that and run that back as personality to open the show. All I would say is every time I say Kirk Cousins, everybody goes, It's like the common theme with everybody
sex
here.
appeal. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, well, it's
Yeah.
a matter of time before that one happens again. But my thing is with Dalvin Cook, with Justin Jefferson, that receiving core, you don't think they're sitting there saying when Aaron Rodgers